We are going to Joann's because there's a sale on Bernat blanket yarn. I'll look the windows so I can be heard. Yeah, so there's a sale on blanket yarn, and I have a gift card from one of my friends for Joann's. One of my friends, that's totally an underestimation of our friendship. She's like my best friend in the whole world. Yeah, she's great. So I'm really excited, and Rachel is carrying the great big sheep because, you know, why not? Hey crocheters, so I'm coming to you on a Tuesday afternoon to say I'm gonna have to frog the great horned owl again. Oh, I'm losing my mind. No, I'm not. It's gonna be okay. So the reason being, if you can see these feather stitches, I decided to try this one working from the top down, which it looks a little round at the moment. But anyway, working from the top down, and then I was going to alter the feather stitch, which I am liking it a lot better the way I've just changed it. But the problem is that the way I've changed it, the feathers naturally fan downward. So, well, or I guess upward. When I'm working from the top down, they fan up. And I want the feathers to lay down. Yeah, so that's the long and the short of this. So I'm going to pull it out again, which will be okay. Honestly, I think now that I've figured out the feather stitch, I think I've got a really good path to take this on. So I'm actually feeling optimistic, even though I'm gonna have to tear it all out again. And I might actually start with a different ball, because I can't remember if the ball that I started with for this was a full ball, or whether it was the one that I used for the porcupine hedgehog thing over there. So I don't know I can't remember if it was a fresh ball or if it was partly used. I'm pretty sure though that I've got a fresh ball. And when I do make the great horned owl, my goal is for it to actually use like almost the entire ball. There should be a little bit left over, you know, so if people have a looser gauge, which they shouldn't, you know, swatch, that they'll still be able to make it and use the whole thing, and like not run out. But yeah, that's kind of where I am. So I'm going to frog this. It's going to stink a little bit, but it will ultimately be fine. So that's what I'm going to work on now.
I want purple.
You want purple? Can you put the almond in the back? Thank you. She insisted we bring in the sheep. Ooh, your hair is all in your face, huh? Let's see, what other colors did we need? I think those were white and almond were the big ones, but they're on a really, really good sale. Ooh, what is this? I don't think I've seen this before. Should we get this one?
Yeah.
All right.
No.
And then do we do pale gray? Let's look around and see what else we can find. So during this week, you saw in that clip, I tore out the great horned owl once again. And actually when I had, foolishly, I didn't check my other ball of the variegated yarn before I pulled it all the way out. And so, yeah, actually this one was the one that was a complete ball. The other one was the one that I'd used part for the, oh, you guys can't see it, for the porcupine hedgehog thingy. So, yeah. Oh well, not the end of the world. I had to redo a couple rows, but it's fine. So this is where I am on my new great horned owl, and I'm liking it better. I don't think I'm gonna frog it. I can't trust me with these things. because I am fairly happy with it. So like the size is better, you know, than the last one, which you guys didn't get to see because I deleted that footage. But like it is bigger than the snowy owl, and it is more reminiscent of this one. So I'm really happy about that. Something else that I've done differently, like I did clearly start from the bottom and work to the top, but I changed how I do the feather stitch so that it goes a little bit faster. And also on this one, I did a row with feathers and then a row without, and then a row with feathers and a row without, working my way up. Whereas on like this one and the original snowy owl, every row had feathers. So it made it work up a little bit faster. So like I said, I'm relatively pleased with it. Hopefully, I mean, I'm sure I'll finish the head very soon. This is how much yarn I have left in the ball. So yeah, it's going to take more than one ball to do this creature. So sorry about that. But that's just how it's going to be. So yeah, so I'm going to finish this one up hopefully soon. Maybe before the live on Tuesday. There's a live on Tuesday. The 25th? Yes, the 25th. So we'll see. I want to do something a little bit different than I did on this one. Like on this one, I used the burlap blanket yarn for the toes and for the horns and the eye surrounds. And I want to experiment with doing the horns, eye surrounds, and the toes in a medium weight yarn. Just because I want to see if it works up, like if it feels a little bit more balanced. So I'm going to do some experimenting, but I'm feeling fairly positive about where this is going. Other things I've been working on, you guys may have saw them briefly, maybe not. I finished another chubby otter. So this is my new and improved version, and this is the original. Aren't they so cute? So, I mean, the difference is on this one, I did taper the top of the head a little, or like the neck a little bit more. And honestly, it's a little understuffed right here. I think it could be filled out a little bit better than the way I did it. So that, then obviously the patch on the belly, and then I made the tail a little bit longer and a little bit more slender. And then because this one has the visual interest of the patch on the belly, I didn't feel like it needed the claws like this one has. And so I left it without it, which I personally like better. So I'm really, really happy with this one. And I've been working on the pattern a little bit today. It's like, you know, getting it officially typed up, pictures taken, etc. So I'm really happy with it. Like, it's so cute. I'm very pleased. Excuse me. Other things I've been doing. Earlier this week, I started recording a video on how to wash and maintain your amigurumi, because this guy was so filthy. I mean, and he's so much cleaner now. Like, he looks white, not brown, like he used to look. He was one really dirty panda bear, because Rachel loved him so much. Like, before she had her own teddy bear, Bob, she carried this guy around everywhere. So he got really, really dirty. But he's looking a lot better. I will say one thing that happens when you wash these, like I said, I started doing the video, so I'm going to have like an official video probably sometime next month, one of the Tuesdays when I'm not doing a live. I will have edited, rendered, uploaded that video. But the only real downside to washing these, you hand wash them, but that, and you can't really see it on video, but the blanket yarn just gets a little bit matted from being washed. Like, it holds up relatively well, but it's not as soft as it used to be, but it's clean, so you know, there's a trade-off there. Yeah, so that's that. And then other thing, Joann's is having a buy one get one free on their Bernat blanket yarn, which I didn't really need a lot of colors, so I just got 4, which, I mean, their blanket yarn is expensive, so when they have good sales, you do kind of need to stock up. So I got white because I'm on my very last half of a ball of white, and it's just a good standard to have with me all of the time. Same thing with my almond. I've got like a third of a ball left, and I've got to make the deer and a baby deer, so I need some of that. Then pale gray. I fell in love with this making Shelly sheep and then the baby sheep for the Christmas in July crochet along. And so I'm almost out of it. I only ever bought 1 ball, so this is my second one. I just really like it. I think it's really pretty. I don't necessarily have something right in my mind that I'm definitely going to use it for, but it's not going to go to waste. I will use it eventually. And then I let myself play and get 1 color I've never used before. So this is smoky green. I think it's super pretty. So I'm thinking a turtle with this one. Once again, I don't have plans to make a turtle immediately, but turtle, frog, what else is green? Snake. I don't know, honestly, just looking at it, I'm like, I want to make trees. I don't know what I would do with trees, but it's a perfect tree color. Anyway, so that's that. So I think that is all for now. I'm excited to talk to you guys in the live chat on Tuesday. That will be at 7 o'clock Central Time. And I don't know if there's anything else. Yeah, I think that's it. I just need to stop talking and probably go edit the hedgehog. All right, I'll go. Talk to you guys soon.